Question number 3, Andrew Bailey.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what reports has he received showing construction, tourism and services are driving New Zealand's economic growth?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, Treasury reports economic data over the last month points to a slightly stronger economy than was expected. Real GDP growth in the March quarter was slightly above budget forecasts, driven by higher tourism numbers and spending and growth in 10 out of 11 service industries. The construction sector has been a major driver of growth, with activity at record levels. Construction in Auckland has doubled in the last 3 years, and between 2014 and 2017, 85,000 dwellings are expected to be delivered. That's the equivalent number of new houses of twice the size of Dunedin City.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
The supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
How does he expect the recent rebound in business confidence to support economic growth in New Zealand?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, some of that lift in business confidence is because of the extensive construction pipeline out ahead of us and the production of 85,000 new dwellings by the end of 2017. The New Zealand Institute for Economic Research's Business Outlook survey shows confidence lifting. It's lifted across construction, manufacturing and services, as well as across the regions. Hiring intentions and business investment intentions are also positive. Overall, this points to business seeing a positive economic outlook.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Grant Robertson.
In reference to that last answer, how many of the houses the Minister mentioned would be considered affordable houses?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, if you look at if you look at the cost of servicing debt, then on average, and I stress on average, those houses cost households around the same proportion of weekly income to service the debt as used to. But of course, in parts of the country, some of those houses are not going to be affordable, particularly for middle and low income families. And I hope the Minister will, I hope that the opposition will support the government's measures to increase land supply, settle down the housing market and therefore make houses more affordable.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
What reports from international institutions has he seen that recognise the strength and resilience of the New Zealand economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, last week the Moody's rating agency confirmed New Zealand's AAA rating based on country's, quote, high economic strength, high institutional and government financial strength and low susceptibility to event risk, that is, New Zealand's ability to withstand or be resilient to shocks in the global economy. They point to the following factors supporting their assessment: that public debt levels are lower than most other AAAs, strong fiscal framework and political consensus on targeting balanced budgets and low debt, and a strong banking system.
Supplementary question, Andrew Bailey.
What is the Treasury's assessment of how the vote by Britain to exit the European Union will affect New Zealand?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, they won't have any much greater insight than the much-studied impact of Brexit, but they do consider the effects on New Zealand are likely to be limited. Many forecasters expect recession in the UK in the second half of 2016, and growth in the European Union, the world's third biggest economy, is also expected to be negatively affected. The UK accounts for 3.3% of goods exports from New Zealand and 7.3% of service exports. Our largest exports are lamb, wine and tourism. So Treasury believe the effects will be limited.
Question